Now, on the primary election theme, ours is a top two primary in Washington. You're probably familiar by now. It's not brand new. Regardless of party, that means the top two vote getters are going to advance after the August 4th results to the November election. We have contests for Senate, House positions, Congress, assessor, of course, all these Supreme Court positions. So it's important if you want to have a say in who is advancing on. And some of these races have many, many candidates running. It's important to participate in the primary. I know it's summer. I know everybody's busy, but we've had our ballots for the last week and a half. I concede I too did not fill mine out until this past weekend and got that in the mail just today, but it's important to fill those out. And I want to share with you an interview that I got last Friday with a Democrat who may well finish on the top of the heap after August 4 in a very red central Washington congressional district. This is District 4. This is the seat being vacated by Congressman Dan Newhouse, a Republican. This is a large district. This covers, I'm going to read this, parts of Douglas, Okanagan, Grant, Yakima, Benton, and Klickitat, as well as parts of Adams and Franklin counties. So it is a very large swath, kind of cut right down the middle of Washington state, basically from north to south. And the district is dominated primarily by a large population area in Yakima and also the Tri Cities. And it's an R+10 district. And that means Republicans pretty much carry this. In fact, it is the most reliably red district in our state. Now, that being said, we have Democratic candidate John Jareski, Air Force veteran, feeling very good, very confident, he says, about the fact he expects to finish the primary on the top of the heap. Now, he concedes that that's likely in large part because the Republicans and some of the independents running are splintering up, that especially when you've got, Amanda McKinney, Jared Sessler, Matt Banky, all well-known names and folks running for that on the Republican side. And of course, you've got McKinney and Sessler arguing over who really got the Trump endorsement. We've talked about that. Anyway, he thinks it's going to ultimately benefit him. And he told me that, he thinks he's going to do well even after the primary, even though it's a reliably red district. But I had to ask him um, about the rise of Democratic Socialists in the party. They've been winning primaries across the country, as I'm sure you're well aware. So I asked him specifically about the DSA, what he thinks about them. Does he align with them? And here's his response.
The rise of socialism is of the DSA is not the Party's fault. It is kind of, but it's as much the Republicans' fault for doing so little to help the working class young people of this country. And to a young person who has no chance to get ahead, no chance to buy a house, and can't afford health care, what difference does it make to him whether you call it capitalism or socialism? It doesn't matter to him. He can't pay his bills. He's got to work 2 or 3 jobs. And so this is a mistake that I think the Republicans are really responsible for. They're out cutting SNAP benefits right now. They're out cutting health insurance benefits and with the big beautiful bill. And now Social Security is on the brink of running out of money. And so they think they're going to cut benefits to Social Security as well. Socialism is not people or ideas that I don't like. Socialism is a specific thing. And the person who's taken means of production right now in our country is not the Democrats. The Democrats would not do this. No, it's the Trump administration. The Trump administration is running a command economy using tariffs to get special privileges for favored industries and actually taking equity shares of actual companies. That's the definition of communism. And yet they are trying to use communism on us. It's not going to work anymore. They need a new shtick.
Now, John Jareski, the Democrat that you just heard from, says he's been hearing from a lot of disillusioned Republicans in the district who are ready to support him. So we'll see how the numbers shake out after the results start to come in after next week's August 4th primary. Again, that's just a week from tomorrow. If that ballot's still sitting there on the kitchen counter, the dining table, it's time to get that filled out and sent back in. Um, all of Washington's U.S. House seats are up for election in this primary. And there are also an historic number of state Supreme Court races, 5 of them. And some are opportunities for challengers to newly appointed Supreme Court incumbents, people that were recently put into place by Governor Bob Ferguson. So you should check out your voters pamphlet, or also check out the Center Square Washington page, where my colleague Tim Clauser has been interviewing these candidates for the Supreme Court races in recent weeks, doing a Q&A with them. You can find a lot more information about that again on our page. Some county and city positions, depending on where you live. There's a lot on the primary ballot. So, time to get that filled out. So, that's it for today's episode of Washington in Focus Daily for this Monday, July the 27th. As always, thank you for watching, like, and subscribe. We appreciate that. And we hope to see you again on Tuesday.